What's going on, guys? It's your boy PS239 Riverboy, and I'm back at it again with another video. And today I'm going to speak about the market like always, and I'm going to give you guys my advice and what I think is going to be going on in the next few days and what happened in the past few days since the last video. Alright, last video we tanked really bad all the way down to like 1100 or 100,011, and I told you guys we're basically gonna push up to 120 and then come back down. But you also, like, Bitcoin is kind of like the actual market. What goes on in the real world also affects Bitcoin. So China had a ban. Apparently they banned Bitcoin again, and that is the reason why we went from 119,000 all the way down to 112,000. So sometimes you got to take account like what's actually going on in the real world, because it really does majorly affect the market. And just the day before, Donald Trump signed a couple things that is really good for crypto, so we pumped up. But then a couple more things happened that is kind of like mid and like not that good. And crypto is extremely volatile, guys, so you have to kind of be on the news with crypto if you want to like preserve all of your dollars. Like, this is why I try to tell you guys to stay into the bots, because with the bots you don't have to worry about the ups and the downs. You're always going to be profiting when it goes down and selling when we go back up, so you never have to really worry about the price. You just need to worry about keeping your parameters in good grids. And if I was to tell you guys perfect grids right now, I would keep my grids somewhere around 96,000 to 180. You want to have like a good 10-20% down, and then a good 50 to 100% upside on your bots. You always want to have a buck ton of upside and a good amount of downside, so you always actually like make money. And pretty much, guys, the market and what I actually did myself, I actually took profit up here, guys, at 117,500. I told you guys I had a leverage position, and we actually, this is actually a couple days ago, we pumped up, and then we almost pumped right back down to my leverage position, which was 112,500. And like when I looked at it, I was almost back like basically break even. So instead of keeping it as the way it was, I actually went in more. I popped 45, so it was a $50 leverage position at this point. I went all in basically, and if we would have dropped down like $100 or $200 more, I would have lost all my money. But I went all the way in, and I came the fuck up, guys. I actually made like $400 or something like that, enough for me to put $150 on both my wife's and my Go Mining account, and then put, I think it was like $30 away in my Coin Depot account, which is a new account that I just opened up, and I'm actually going to post a video about it, guys. It's basically it's Bitcoin staking, and they have staking for almost every like major altcoin. I'm talking about Dogecoin, Shiba, Polkadot, Pepe. They had Pepe on there, and I'm like, I gotta make a Pepe bag. And I was like, yo, you got Pepe 18% staking on Pepe? Yo, that's nuts. But I tried to diversify my bag, and the bots are really good. I like how I mainly keep Pinex for myself. I have 80% of my wealth in Bitcoin that I hold and never sell, guys. 10% of my wealth in altcoins that I stake, and this is from like all different platforms. Like I'm staking like a couple thousand in Go mining tokens. I'm staking a couple thousand in Ethereum. I'm staking like maybe $100 in Tezos because that's a daily compound. And then I have some money in Polkadot and just a little bit of money in a bunch of different places. And then I kind of forgot about them, and then like just let them grow, and then like come back like 2 years later, and like some Tezos that I bought at like 10 cent, it's now like 80 cent, and it's compounded from like a $10 bag to a $40 bag, which is actually pretty crazy. And so like sometimes you gotta like let your money park and sit other places rather than just all in one spot, because it's better to let your money work for you rather than you working hard to make your money. And these bots are a really good place to do that. And you could just start here, guys, and just have a bag that you hold, and then a bag you can stake, and then a bag that you bought. And meme coins are really good to buy, and I would honestly, with the meme coin bots, I would take advantage of the fact that you're always buying up and down on the dips, up and down, up and down, up and down. But if there's a day that you notice you're up like 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 plus percentage, take that shit and run. I tell all of my friends, being up 1% is good. 1% is 1%. Don't be mad, like don't be greedy and end up being down 50, 60, 70, 80% on an altcoin because you thought, oh, it's a bot, we're eventually going to come back up, and because I'm buying all the way down on the dip, I'm going to make more money when we come back up. Yes, but you also got to know that the market tends to repeat itself, and altcoins they have no backing behind them. They have no projects. That's why I like actual good altcoins like Polkadot, XYO, Onyx Coin, other things. Like, they don't have, all these meme coins don't have a project or something in the real world backing it to keep the price stable. They're so volatile. They're just in the moment coins, and once someone feels like their money is like they lost enough money, they're gonna pull out. So all I'm just saying, guys, is know when to take profits, know when to walk away, and know when to jump back in the game. And right now it's kind of looking like we're turning back around. So for my advice here, I think we might come back down to 1500s, guys. This isn't a guarantee. I'm not telling you to sell your main bag so you can buy it 1% cheaper I'm not telling you to do that. I never sell my main bag. My main bag is not going to be dipped in or dabbled in until like I'm actually retired and quit, and one Satoshi is at least $1. Like, that was my goal. I wanted to wait until a Satoshi is $1 before I even touch my main bag. But looking at the charts and the way the market likes to move and flow, it looks like we're about to push back down to 15. And if we do that, it would be a pretty much one up, one down. So it would pretty much be it would be a 2% move down from yesterday's high. And what I'm gonna do is I might pop another short position, or I might pop another long position at this point. Yes, it would suck if I popped another long and then we come all the way back down to the 1200s and even come further down. So I might just put a stop loss. So I might pop a long at 500 and then a stop loss at this very bottom wick, which is 14,400 pretty much. And then if we break under here, I'm going to try to open up another position at 1200 to make up for the money that we lost on the stop loss, which usually I don't like losing, like, because with leverage every 1% is like 125%. So I only like losing like 25% of how much I put in on a position at one time, so I can at least try to make that money back and on like the first 0.5% move when we're going up on my next one. So I'm only going to try to lose like $2 if we fall down, and then if we do fall down, I'm going to wait for the perfect time to jump back in. So sometimes you got to take profits, guys. Know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, and don't be greedy. But all right, guys, I'm gonna hit you guys up with the next one. I want you guys to like, comment, and subscribe. And I got a 200 hash miner giveaway on the Hashmole weekly progression series. I'm giving it away in my Discord. So if you guys want to join the Discord and get a free 200 hash miner giveaway from Hashmole, I'm giving it away to someone at random in the Discord once I get 10 referral purchases on Hashmole. But that's pretty much it, guys. But all right, guys, I'm gonna hit you guys up in the next one. I want you guys to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, let's stack this Bitcoin together.